This paper, published in number 74 of Latina Comunicación Social Journal, studies the influence of Hispanic media in the presidential election of the United States in 2016. The authorship corresponds to the professor of journalism to the Miguel Hernández University in Elche, Spain, José Luis González, and Carmen María López Rico, and is part of the second National Research and Development Project of the Media Flows Group. We start for the hypothesis that the Hispanic population of the United States has increased dramatically. However, the results of the last presidential election leave doubts about the behavior of the electorate and about the influence of Hispanic media in that electorate. The research focuses on the pivoted states like North Carolina that had a special media impact because the Democratic Party's electoral strategy. The methodology is based on the deep interviews, non-participative observation, and analysis of political content of Hispanic media during the campaign. The results provide relevant information about the complex Hispanic media ecosystem and the complex Hispanic electoral behavior. It should be noted that there was important support in the research that in the United States during the election campaign and the week after the presidential election, the Donald Trump won. For that sake, no participative observation was planned at the headquarters on the Democratic Party of North Carolina, which included interviews and follow-up the election night on the Democratic headquarters in the city of Raleigh. It also included the follow-up the Raleigh's electoral events, which Hillary Clinton, herself and former President Bill Clinton participated among other nations. The base of the interviews included renowned experts in political communication in the United States, experienced journalists with extensive experience in professional Hispanic media, and the politicians specialists in Hispanic voting. The way to measure the influence of Hispanic media to the Latino vote is the results of the election. It's the case, and again, is the spec in Spanish voter did not give their support to the Democratic candidate. Therefore, the influence of the Latin media, we consider that is not being the one more the media expect from their potential readers. In this clear that the Latin media opted for Hillary Clinton. However, there are differences between the means of the states and national coverage. In this sense, Univision was more critical with Donald Trump than with Clinton, to whom dedicated the same space negatively and positively, respectively. The study shows that particularly this media generally pro-Democrats, but they empathized his speech to the figure to the Republican candidate and his constant affiliation to the grab on the Spanish, the target audience of the analysis publication. Despite this obvious support for Clinton's Hispanic participation in the election, not expected by Democrats nor by the polls of the Spanish media, the research leads to, therefore, they include that the Spanish media does not decisively influence electoral behavior, and Hispanics and the most these media have wide margin in the improvement and there's organization quality of their content and the technological innovation.